As the son lives the life of a son, whatever area of specialty God wants him to operate in will begin to show up. You are going to fast and pray. What's my ministry? What nonsense life? What ignorance? What's your ministry? Your ministry is to live for God. Luke 14, 15 to 33. And there you are going to see the same story that we saw as the parable as Luke saw it. But he added some pieces of information for us. I won't bother too much on them. I will just touch on them and move to where I'm going. So those that were eating at the table with him, he said, blessed is he that we supper in heaven. He said, don't worry, I will show you a better way. And he gave that parable, the same. But Luke provided additional information of more details about the excuses. One said, I just bought a land. The other said, I just got an ox that will be working for me. Still money issue. And then number 3, pleasure again. I just got me a wife. But God showed me a secret in that passage that unlocks the whole parable. That's why I'm coming to Luke accounts again now. When that parable ended, in verse 25, in verse 24, thereabout, 24. Read the last, that 24, so that we can connect.
For I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper.
The same story we have read in Matthew 22. He said, none of them will eat of my supper. And I'll give you the additional information Luke provided. Now, the key to understanding that parable is in that scripture. You know, the Bible was written as a continuum, not in chapters and verses. That's very important in whatever exegesis we are doing, so that we'll not limit ourselves to chapters and verses. Now, let's take it from 25 now. That's where the key is of your calling. He's telling us why they missed the calling. From verse 25. Listen.
And there went great multitudes with him. And
great multitude. Plenty. I love children's language. If you want to say something is very plenty, say, my daddy has plenty money. Even if you don't know what he's saying, you can get the sense. Praise God. So, plenty people are following him. Go ahead.
And he turned and said unto them,
Jesus is a master opportunity taker. All right. Egba, let's go.
If any man come to me and
I thought they had already come. He didn't see anyone that came to him. He didn't say, now that you have come. They had not come, they were just walking. They were not even following him. You will see as we read on. So they were not the people that were following him yet. Can you see? If any man does what?
Come to me.
Come to me. That means they had not come. But when they left home, they said, we are going to Jesus' crusade. And here is Jesus in his crusade. And he was still saying, when you are ready, you can now come. Many of us thought we were in ministry, but we are not there at all. You can't jump the queue. I gave you the illustration of players that were invited to camp. Someone like Mikel Obi is the captain of the Nigerian football team today. Nearly ready shirt. But because he's the captain, he got himself too enthralled in making sure that the players eat, they don't have problem. He missed all the trainings. He began to insult the coach because he's trying to be a good captain for the players and everything. We coach feature him because his primary job was not as a captain, it was as a player. That is why many prefects in school perform woefully in WAEC. They were doing well, they were picked for prefects, but they forgot that's extra duty. When you are called by God to a ministry, it is additional to the calling. You can't read Bible like them. You can't pray just like them. Suicide in here or straight. If you had problem with English language, and you are now a prefect, and you now carry the work of prefectship more than your academics, what will happen? That is what is happening to many of us. We have lifted the prefectship above being a student, which is the foundation of why you are ever a prefect in the first case. Show one lady there. Money show one lady there. Oh, one lady go. Oh, quite for you. Go ahead.
If any man come to me and hate not his father,
and
mother, and
wife,
and children, and brethren, and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
And the Bible already called them disciples, according to the account of the writer. But Jesus said, I went there. Oh, you call them disciples because you don't know who a disciple is. Now let me show you, and he showed them. How many of us can raise our hands that we are disciples by this standard? And this is the premise for callings. To be put in the ministry as a called one, this is the prerequisite. This is the foundation. He has no message to send you that will not be polluted and diluted if you have not got to this status. This is what we should all strive to attain to, not a better pastor. He is not looking for pastors. He's not looking for evangelists. Why is calling Mama Bola? 15 people are answering. Yes, sir, I will go, sir. I'm ready, sir. Yes, sir. He's not calling them. They don't hear call. They don't know call. They say they have call. What is the call? To be an evangelist. Who told you God is looking for evangelists? He's looking for sons. As the son lives the life of a son, whatever area of specialty God wants him to operate in will begin to show up. You are going to fast and pray. What's my ministry? What nonsense life? What ignorance? What's your ministry? Your ministry is to live for God. What's your ministry? Don't let me go there. Go and listen to our message online. Minister without portfolio. Minister without portfolio. Your shoulders will come down. Pastor, evangelist, bishop. Your shoulders will come down. Because at the end of the day, those things are cheating you of your recalling. Even the callings. Those things are meant to be starting points for us. We limit ourselves. I'm a teacher, and that's the end. I don't go there today. Go and listen. He said, you have to deny all these people. You have to prefer me to all of them. Before I got married to my wife, I told her, sorry, you can't be number one in this life. You can't be number one. That position has been taken before you came. And cannot be taken by any other. She second position. So the number one, you want to take Jesus will look back. Praise God. It is more serious than that. So my wife is number two. She knows. When things get tough in the house, my son will tell me, Daddy, see what your wife has done again. Oh. Now she becomes my wife. Praise God. Because she knows that the first thing I will say is, you don't talk to my wife that way. You can talk to your mother, not my wife. As for my wife, you don't talk to her that way. No, you can't. You can talk to your mother, you can talk to me. So when I will tell you, there's a way you can treat her. Okay, now, see what your wife has done. No? Before you say, we do something to your wife. Oh. Praise God. Praise God. He's saying, until we learn to deny these most intricate relationships of our lives, we are not ready. I said he wants the house to be full, but not at all cost. He wants all men to be saved on his own terms. You lower the standard to their peril and the peril of that ministry that you say you are running. He doesn't know them. The way sons are made is by sons being discipled by the son. Discipleship is what we are called unto, not what we call ministry.